At the Frost Top, Dr. Isaacs, you've been left alone. Are you still around the corner where you were speaking with Hank? How do you approach this area and your new job?
Is this like traditional diner setup inside?
Yes. So, behind you, you hear Hank start the truck, and you can hear it slowly pulling down the road. The diner itself is an open layout. You can see the grill on the side where the chef is working, and there's a counter that rings most of it in an L shape up to the wall that divides the true kitchen portion from the rest.
Um, and she's inside, right? That is the understanding.
Yes. You saw her sitting with a group of teenagers conversing animatedly.
Okay. I'm just going to go inside, get a booth, or maybe even at the bar or somewhere that I can see her without turning. It's probably not at the bar, so probably a booth table.
Mhm.
Um, order a coffee and pretend to be reading my book.
All right. The late 30s waitress bustles her way over. Goes, "Oh, seems like you like the place. I noticed you in here the other night. What can I get for you?"
Just coffee, black.
Cream or sugar on the side, just in case?
Uh, Nothing.
Okay. And she takes your order and heads over to the counter before reaching behind it, pulling out a beige cup and pouring what seems to be a fresh made pot of coffee into it to the top and setting it down in front of you after a few seconds.
All right.
Careful, hon, it's hot.
Thank you.
She makes herself scarce since you don't seem to be interested in too much conversation, and you can tell that she isn't particularly bothered. She's just reading, that you don't really want to be distracted right now, it seems.
Okay.
Where you're seated is your back is you're in the last booth on one of the wall side, like one of the window side walls.
Mm.
Behind you is the door, both doors to the bathrooms and the kitchen. In front of you is the rest of the area. So like you can keep an eye on everywhere in here in front of you without having to look around too much. Give me a subterfuge and composure roll. I'm not going to tell you the DC, so you can leave it at average. Okay. For the most part, you don't think anybody notices that you are glancing up and keeping an eye on the area. They leave you alone to your own business. Some of the teenagers notice you but don't say anything. When they do notice you, however, they kind of look around expectantly and they look out the windows and recognizing that nobody else is headed inside, they go back to their conversation with Anne. Anne keeps her back to you for the most part. Give me a wits awareness. This is high. This is going to be a 4. It's a possibility. Don't shake your head. You could also rouse the blood
Oh,
and
well.
do a reroll.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll work this. How much would the rouse give me?
One extra die.
Okay, so I can reroll.
So you get an additional dice to roll. And then if you do a willpower, you can re-roll that one dice. Or you can choose, sorry, you can choose up to 3 to re-roll. Okay, so 3 successes. And that's before you choose to do a re-roll.
So pretty much I'd have to reroll that last die in order to have a chance at
Or
like
or you could fish for a crit. I mean, you could get a
is it a
success the
willpower
last
point
one.
per?
No, 1 willpower, and then you can re-roll 3 dice.
Okay. I'll just reroll the one.
Okay. You notice a change in her posture, and she seems a little bit tense, but you're not certain why. She does, however, remain there and continue to talk for the time being. And with a set of 3 successes, you notice the man behind the counter cooking
Hmm.
is periodically checking on her and looking out the windows as if he's looking for someone to arrive or keeping out an eye for someone that might come in.
Okay. I'll just play it cool for now. I'll just keep doing my business.
All right. Several minutes pass, and the conversation at the table comes to a natural end. You see Anne pick up the cup that her drink is in, her tray of food, move over, empty out the basket into the waste bin, and put the tray and the basket on the counter. Her eyes make brief contact with yours, and she brings her straw up to take a sip before she walks past and towards the door.
Um, I'm gonna follow her out, I guess. I'll leave a 20 on the table. Sorry. Modern money.
I want to point out a cup of coffee is like
Yes.
5 cents.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like modern money. Never mind.
This is a Starbucks coffee. This is mom and pop diner coffee too.
It's still $4 from the gas station nowadays.
Oh,
Um, I'll leave $1 on the table then,
okay.
or the smallest bill that I have out of the clump of money that I got. That is now in my stolen billfold.
I hate to say it's gonna be like a 5. Okay.
There it goes.
You drop a 5 on the table after fumbling through your billfold for a few seconds, trying to find the smallest denomination you can. And then you pick up your book and quickly hurry out the door after her. She's casually making her way across the parking lot and around the corner of the buildings where you had parked previously with Hank.
um, like it looks like she's leaving.
Yes. She's leaving the parking lot area and going down the sidewalk.
Is there anyone else nearby me?
There's all the people in the diner and eating in their vehicles.
Is there anyone else leaving?
No. Give me a wits awareness as you deliberate over what to do. DC 3.
My blood still be roused.
Not for this one.
Okay.
How hungry are you?
Just a bit.
Dear Dr. Isaacs, you are becoming dangerously close to getting hangry. That
It'll
being
be
said,
okay.
you do not notice anyone leaving near you. You do know that you are in a population dense area, and you do notice that there are a few vehicles driving around currently because it is still fairly early into the evening. It's maybe 11.
Okay, do I see anyone eating in their car?
Most of these vehicles are occupied, yes. If you're looking for someone on their own in their vehicle, there's no one immediately in front of you. If you're looking for an empty vehicle, there is an empty vehicle to the right, but it is immediately to the right, like just outside one of the windows.
I'm just gonna follow her.
Can I get wits awareness from Hank and Jules, please?
Sure. Of course, gonna rouse the blood. Oh no.
I've got a piece to do with failure.
Nice.
Uh, Hank, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary as you turn the corner. In fact, you're much more intent on not drawing attention to yourself than you are looking around. You've already set it in your mind that you're going to park this vehicle back where you parked it before, so you're not even bothering looking at the frost stop right now. If something's going on, you two agreed on something, he'll leave a marker or figure something out. You've got faith in the doctor. Jules, you notice a young woman walking away from the frost top
Mm-hmm.
towards the area of the street that's lined by shops on either side. And she seems to fit roughly the description, at least from this distance, of the person you've been looking for. You also notice that Dr. Isaacs is standing. He's not blocking, but he's very close to the entrance of the frost stop, kind of glancing around. It very much looks like he's trying to figure out what to do or if he should go ahead and start following her or wait.
Jules will spot both of them and say, "Hey, I think we found our girl." She'll kind of nod her head, and she doesn't want to like point and like just in case she notices it, because there's the good doctor and there's that girl. She'll nod her head in the direction.
And Hank adjust and start to change direction of the car to head in her direction.
Okay. So, Hank, luckily, the area that Jules pointed out was the same area you had intended to park. You don't have to make too much of a correction for yourself, but now your attention is following the young woman instead of making your parking space. And she's continuing about her business as though nothing is going on, or so it seems. She rounds the corner to the businesses, and you slowly pull up side by side with her. And are you continuing to where you wanted to park a little bit further down? Because you'll pass her in the truck easily.
Did I open the door and grab her, or
She's on the opposite side, so she's on the passenger side because driver's
right?
side's on
Okay,
the in.
yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
Um,
reckon, Jules?
I can try to grab her.
If you try to, we stop the car. If you try to grab her, I'll jump over the other side and help out. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. There's
Uh,
nobody about, is there?
one more time.
There's no one about. It's not busy. There's no other cars. There's no
it's
other
busy at the
pedestrians about.
crosstalk. So
Right.
pedestrian wise, no. Car wise, minimally. Crosstop is pretty busy right now, and it's not the full distance you were from it last time. It's maybe half that right now.
Okay. And this street is it just a long street? There's no side alleys that we can see.
Right. Until you get to the next four-way stop, there's no real side alleys between the buildings. There might be a divide in the middle of it for a single alley that would go between them, but she would have to make it to that point, which is about where you parked before.
I'm gonna accelerate past her and park up where I parked before.
Okay.
Yeah.
She does hesitate a little bit and watches your truck, but she quickly starts to pick up her pace. Not running yet, but like picking up her pace because it seems a little odd. Dr. Isaacs, what are you doing? Also, the other two, Frank and Peter, you see the truck with Jules and Hank take the four-way stop a little bit sharp at the frost stop ahead of you, and they continue down that street.
Okay, well, I'll follow them.
Okay. Dr. Isaacs.
Do we see her?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm following her.
Okay, so Dr. Isaacs, you're in the parking lot. She slips from view from you. The others make it to the corner, and as you're at the four-way stop, about to make that turn, the two of you can now see her. She isn't quite to the other truck yet.
Okay. I'm going to zack her. Richard's going to understand what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Oh, Phil might understand what that means as well.
No, different game.
No, you've lost me.
Okay. I am, if I can see her, and she is out in the open, I'm going to drive over her.
Okay, that would be difficult because the difference in front of these shops to the road is about a foot in height.
So, what, the car would have to be up at an angle?
You'd have to mount the curb.
Okay.
The curb is minimum of your worry at this point. You would be hitting about midway on your grate, if not slightly below it in the front of the truck.
I don't
Like
really
this
want to do
isn't
that to
something
Big
you
Red.
would. This isn't really something you would hit and pop up over unless you went up steps.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that to Big Red. Can I get around a different from a different direction?
Not with
Like,
how this is currently set up, because you have a it's a single street with a to and a from. So like side by side vehicles could drive either way on it. Outside of the street is that immediate large step up and then the paved area, like sidewalk. And then you're lined with shops on either side, like shops and office fronts. So
okay.
come at this a different angle. Like She is effectively trapped between your two vehicles, but she is up on the sidewalk.
Is there many people around?
Pedestrian and driver wise, no. Driver, it's it's iffy, but not particularly. The problem is how close you are to the frost top and how busy that is.
Pete, go.
All right. Pop the door open. How fast are we traveling?
I will slow down, but I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to slow down to like maybe like 5 miles an hour, and as soon as you're out of the car, I'll speed up again.
Okay. Dr. Isaacs, you see the red truck now pass in front of you as you're about to round the corner. They slow down considerably the moment they're out of direct sight from the frost top, and then Peter jumps out the door.
Did we see Isaac?
Oh, easily. He's walking across the large open parking lot.
Okay.
Like
Kinda
he's trying to
hustling.
follow.
Especially, I would have kind of like picked up the pace whenever she got out of view.
Okay, yeah. He seems to be hustling. Like he's trying to get view on her again as you two go past at normal speed, abruptly slow down. Peter jumps out, and where are you aiming the vehicle? Are you aiming to park ahead or park nearby?
Probably. I mean, if we can use the vehicle to block her. Well, she's on the footpath. It won't make any difference. I'll just
Yeah.
park the car. I'll just park the car, and then I'll get out and move in.
Okay. So you're taking time to park the car. Peter, what are you doing after you get out?
I'm going to move up behind her, sort of wrap her up and stop her from going anywhere.
Okay.
Grapple, excellent. A plan with no
It'll be a
drawbacks.
grapple. So I want a dexterity brawl with your grapple.
I might do a cheeky little rouse of some dexterity.
Rouse of the
Feel
bloody-
free to. Dr. Isaacs, what are you doing currently?
Hungry.
As you turn the corner, you see Peter about to leap up onto the walk path and aim directly at her. And she, at this point, is starting to run. She's trying to run.
I do have a speciality in grappling, right?
Yes, you do.
You too.
Yeah.
I'll
I think most of us have, haven't we?
Is that +1, is it?
Yes.
I'll sprint up and try and catch up. Try and help him.
What difficulty would you like?
Put it at 3.
Done 2.
Okay, you can do a willpower if you want.
Oh, yes, please.
And it's up to 3. Alright, that's 2 additional successes, so a total of 4 for you. You're able to move in, and you get the beginning of a grapple on her. She is fighting it, however. Dr. Isaacs, you see her abruptly stop with Peter. I imagine like one arm up around the top of her shoulders, the other pinning both of her elbows to her sides. Unfortunately, there is a casualty in the mix. The poor milkshake drops to the ground and splatters everywhere. Jules.
Okay. Yeah.
What are you doing? You've noticed the other group has come up and parked behind her. Peter's been out in a flash and grabbed her. What were you in the midst of doing? Because you were still a little bit further away than they were.
Right. She was gonna get out of the car to like get into a position to like scoop her to like, knock her the fuck out or something. But if she,
I mean, you can still move up and do that.
yeah, can she see what's going on now?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what I want to do is do that, but first I do want to activate my toughness and shatter.
Okay.
I know that's arouse.
Mm-hmm. Are we in danger waters with rouses? No, we're good.
No, we're good. I'm only on 2 hunger.
Okay.
There's that one. Cost of rouse. Then I think shatter is.
I think it is also a rouse. Yes.
Yeah, so let me rouse for that as well. Okay, now I'm at 3 hunger. So.
We're getting a bunch of hungry people together.
Unknown caller.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, stand by. Standing by.
All right, Jules, you have activated both your toughness and your shatter capacity.
Mm-hmm.
You quickly swoop into the scene. Hank, you've parked the truck. What are you doing in the meantime?
Who's she closest to? My truck or Frank's truck?
Frank's.
Okay. I'm going to wander over and help Pete subdue a 9 stone girl.
Okay.
Because obviously he's struggling there. So I'm going to go over and help out with it.
All right. All right. Dr. Isaacs. The light is on you.
Yeah, I catch up and I tell about Peter.
All right. How many of you are assisting with the grapple? How many of you are intending to do uh physical harm? Like attempt to knock her out if you could.
I know
Jules
Jules
is
would.
intending physical.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Is
just
that
going to try and talk to her.
Now I'll help Pete out with the grapple.
Okay.
When I get there, I'm
So
planning on talking to her while beating her like a redhead stepchild.
These are like,
okay.
gonna talk to her.
Marquis of Queensbury rules.
Those assisting purely with the grapple, please roll strength. Depending on how many successes you get, is how many successes additional Peter will have to try and hold her.
3.
All right, so he'll get one additional success from that. See, I have to do a couple things for her first.
This is just strength, not strength roll or anything, though.
Just strength for this one, because
Okay.
he's got her held at the moment. You're assisting to make sure she can't actually like force her way free.
Okay.
So
Now watch her be like an elder or something.
when's the one? What was your total up there? 4, 5 currently. Jules, Frank, Isaac, as you're there, as you're getting close enough to actually try and talk to her, you notice that though she is dwarfed by both Peter and Hank, Peter, your arms are slowly being pried apart. Like you're shaking with the physical exertion, even with the assistance of Hank to hold her. She is just slowly pushing you off of her.
Fuck.
Those of you speaking, we'll start with Dr. Isaacs before we let the first actual hit fly. Give a few seconds. Dr. Isaacs was fairly close.
I'll just kind of, I guess if she's on the ground, I'm gonna
Oh
try
no,
to get down.
she's like standing. Like they have her
Oh, okay.
standing, and you can see their arms are slowly being pried apart.
Let's just try and calm down.
You're the one suddenly accosting me. I'm doing my best
I'm
not to scream right now because I figure we're in the same boat.
yeah, I'm using Mesmerize for the contested role.
Okay. See real quick. So a rouse check, please.
That's not good.
Oh my goodness, sorry. Alright, I need your manipulate and dominate roll. She only has 2 successes.
Sucks to be her.
It does suck to be her. The resistance you're feeling on her trying to push the two of you away gradually recedes as Dr. Isaacs begins to speak with her and they maintain eye contact until you're able to pin her arms effectively back against her person.
We just want to talk. Just needed to make sure you didn't go anywhere.
Then talk. Because this is really unpleasant. And in the open, might I add.
We
Maybe
need
we'll
you
jump in the
to.
truck.
Sorry, what was that, Hank?
So why don't we all jump in the truck?
Dr. Isaacs?
Why don't we take over?
She's not moving on her own volition, but she's also not particularly. She is not particularly resisting you at this point in time because you've sort of calmed down. So if you force her to go, she's not actively fighting you. She's also not choosing to go of her own free will. Effectively, you have issued a calm order upon her,
Yeah,
not an obey order.
yeah.
We could just pick her up then.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, just pick her up and put her in the truck.
Yeah, it's just like the old man.
Okay. Yep. You pick her up, you put her in the closest truck. Correct? Closest or furthest?
Closest.
All right, she goes in trusty old red. Jules,
Hello,
you have
love.
caught up to the scene. Sorry, you were essentially right there, but she stopped resisting right as you made it.
Jules will look disappointed. Even look at Hank. Let's get to the other vehicle so we can catch up to them.
We'll fit in one vehicle, Toasty.
Oh, well then let's go on all one way.
Technically,
Yeah.
some of you might have to go in the bed of the truck, but that's not uncommon here.
Yeah, I'll jump in the back.
Yeah, same with Jules.
Okay. So with Jules and Hank in the back, Frank, you're driving, I'm gonna guess. Isaacs and Peter could fit on the seat, and technically you can make her lay down and hold her for
Might
the
just
time
chuck her in the
being.
back with us.
That works too. Just keep her laying down if you want.
No, we're gonna have her in the cab. That's be more difficult for her to be able to escape.
Okay.
If all of a sudden she decides to.
She does not resist. You pick her up, you put her in the cab. She's essentially like, it's kind of like the clown car situation of a beetle bug where you try to fit as many people as possible inside the cab. She's laying across all of your laps right now, facing up with the most perturbed look at the ceiling.
Yes, we ditch this truck where we did last time and then go back to the hideout. Agreed?
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
Pix.
Okay.
I mean, well, I guess we don't know how to get back to the gardener anyway.
All right, drive back to where we've been ditching the cars then.
In fact,
Okay.
might be a good idea to have two, because then we can torch one, use the other one to get back to get picked up by Smokey.
I would just leave the blue one where it is.
We still need to get back to it though,
Right.
to get picked up.
Technically, you still have the red one for the time being.
Yeah, we could just use Big Red.
Okay.
And then you can ditch Big Red at the time of being picked up if you want.
We are not ditching Big Red.
Just not option. You drive back to where you were parked previously. The underbrush has not been disturbed since you covered your tracks. You drive down after somebody hops out, probably one of you in the back, to pull the temporary brush aside that you've fanned out to hide your area. And park Big Red.
Is the monkey old chair still there?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I forgot to pick up a tarp.
Chair's still there, still damp.
It's
So
alright.
is the rope.
I'll sort it out. It's no problem.
Okay. What are you intending to do? You now have parked. You're about a mile away from where you make rest for the evening, usually.
Sorry, did you ask what we intend to do?
Yes.
Drag her into the palace and consume a soul?
That's one way of going about it. You are a group or a pack.
No, we're not a pack yet.
We could
But
just
we soon will be.
we could convince her to come back with us, join the cause.
What?
Right, yeah.
We
I imagine
are
you're having
part
this
of an army.
conversation while you're all like working together to hide the truck, and she is still stuck in there laying, just glaring at the ceiling while Peter is holding her in place. Or whomever. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
You know, take her with us. You know, bring her back. Have another member for the cause.
Ugh. We've got too many people as it is.
We are fighting a war, as they said.
What war? What are you going on about? You hear her from the passenger side door. Look, I just wanted to get out of New Orleans. They're crazy.
Well, that's going to happen, little missy. Now, hush up.
Who's crazy?
Seems crazy.
A Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
The Kindred are crazy. They're trying to live side by side with all these other things. It's like they're trying to make some kind of weird utopia.
Oh, we got too many as it is.
Well, you probably wouldn't have a problem with that. You know, we are the superior beings.
That's true.
What? I don't know about you, but I don't fancy my chances against a Loup-garou.
A what?
I don't... A Loup-garou? A werewolf?
Woobadoo-badoo.
A
A
werewolf.
werewolf?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
All right, little miss. That's enough talking from you now.
Out of character, you guys did hear about the Luberu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
heard it. I didn't believe it then either.
Yeah, no, and she seems genuine. Like, Peter, you see her face because, like, she's laying across the seat, and she's very frustrated, but she seems genuine as far as you can tell right now. Yeah, I don't like having to figure out how to share a city park with stuff that makes me want to tear it to pieces on my first look.
So
Not
whose
to
idea was
mention-
this sharing thing?
The sharing thing,
Yeah.
the prince or whatever he calls himself of the city at this point, he wanted to remake some great city from the past, so he's trying to make it a place for everybody to go. Sound great at first, and then I realized once I was there and I was stuck there, he didn't just mean kindred.
Doc,
Yes.
it's talking too much. Can we eat it yet?
Well, she's giving us important
Gardener needs
information.
to hear this.
I'm sure that the gardener would be privy to this information.
Yeah.
Look, if you let me go, I'll leave. If the issue is that I'm here, I can go. I don't care. I like traveling. I like going to different places. I like seeing different things. It's not really my cup of tea to stay in one place too long anyway. If I offended somebody, I'm sorry. Nobody introduced themselves, so I didn't know I had to introduce myself to somebody here because I thought it was just kind of an outlier outside the city.
Hi,
I
I'm
think
Jules.
they.
Hi, Jules.
You're
I'm
Anne.
going by Anne. Yes.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Frank. Now shut up.
Hi, Frank. Now shut up.
I like her. She's a little mouthy.
I'm looking for a tire iron.
Look, you're the leader. What do you think we should do?
I never claimed that title.
No, we
Oh,
gave
wait,
it.
you're the leader? You're the leader. And she's like craning her neck, trying to see up out the window. And Jules, like, she's mostly just seeing you because I imagine you came over to talk to her.
Yeah.
Frank is rummaging behind the seat, trying to find a tire iron.
May
Great.
I can trade you information. You could give me a favor and get me out of here, or just let me go and I'll find my own way out.
If you come and talk with our actual leader, they
What?
can give you the the right to leave, or you can join us, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't have to deal with all that.
Then
deal
you
with
could
our cost.
then you could work with Prince Isaacs.
Wait. Hold on. Your lead. There's a prince out here?
No,
Are you guys Camarilla?
What's a Camarilla?
Oh.
No, we know
We were
this
told-
one.
we
We
were
know
told.
this one.
there are wayward cousins.
Yeah, wayward cousins. My bad.
Losers.
Oh.
Yeah, losers.
Fine, you want me to go talk to somebody, and I'll trade my information I'll go talk to them. I'll trade my information to them. I'll make myself scarce.
You have to come with us to talk to them.
You ain't gonna
You have
like
to
it.
stick around.
You ain't gonna like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not that bad. They're really nice people. I really like her.
Yeah, what have you heard about us?
I'm going to be honest. You're not really painted in the best of lights.
Well, we've been nice to you so far, haven't we?
No.
You jumped me. You told me to be calm, and now I'm not sure if I'm being calm because I want to be, because I know how some of that works.
I mean,
We haven't hurt you though.
Right, we didn't
No,
hit
you've
you
not
with a
hurt me
car
yet.
or anything like that.
You've not hurt me yet, so you are being nice. But I'll be honest. I was created Camarilla, and the light that you guys are usually painted in, if you're Sabbat, is you eat people first and ask questions later.
And yet here we are asking questions. Frank,
Hey, look, it's my first experience with you guys too, so
Hey, it's our first
Learning all around.
experience with you too, so
she
Frank,
gives you a very awkward, uncomfortable smile, Jules. Which is
Thank you,
upside
boss.
down because she's still laying across Peter's
Yeah.
lap.
and then Jules will look down and smile at her too.
Hank, what do you want?
You made him the boss. The boss has spoken. I'll take it back.
I've been known to make terrible decisions in my time, and it appears that I've made another one.
Peter, she looks up at you, like raises her brows, like, huh?
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 Yeah. Agreeable?
Mm.
No?
I'm gonna get out of. I'm gonna get out of the truck, and I'm gonna go for a little walk because I can feel myself getting mad.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Lucy, sorry, Jules. Sorry. Is it Lucy or Jules? Which do you prefer now?
Frank will pause, and he'll turn in the seat and look at Isaac, and there's some proper anger in his eyes.
Hey, Frank, how hungry are you?
One.
Okay, we're good.
It's Jules.
Does anyone remember how we get back
Okay.
to
Well,
the gardener once we achieved what we meant to achieve?
I was getting there.
Pickup signal? Sorry, go on.
Didn't Smokey give you a phone number to call?
Give who?
Jules.
Oh yeah, hold on, I got it here, and she'll.
Shouldn't we get back in the truck and go call him? And
Back in the truck. Call.
There's a phone on the houses.
Yeah, we can.
Phone in
yeah,
the-
let's go do that then. We'll get this show rolling.
And on the way out, we can also eat the night watchman that was bad at his job.
You guys drive. I'm gonna walk because I can feel myself getting cross.
Okay. See you in a bit. Bye.
He'll
She'll
get out of
wave
the
at you.
car, slam the door, and you'll probably hear him kind of muffled just say assholes.
Favorite grumpy old man character so far.
I think he wants to be leader. Maybe we should make him leader.
I think he wants to eat everyone he meets. That's why he's not the leader.
Right.
Make Frank the leader. That's a great idea.
N-
That could go horribly wrong.
Nobody.
I don't want to be the
no.
leader, so I don't want to make
He
these
does
decisions.
such a good job.
Yeah.
Guys,
No,
can
maybe Peter. Maybe Peter.
Guys, can we have your leader discussion later and figure out if I'm alive or not by morning? Please.
Let's go back to the gardener. Mission done. Successfully completed. We're
Also,
not
if
in
you eat,
danger
you make
anymore.
it quick.
Sure, I promise that if it has to come to it, I'll do you quick.
We'll
Okay?
get the transportation done quickly. We will expedite the process as much as possible.
Whomever is getting into the cab with her, because I imagine Peter and like her shoulders and head are on the passenger far side, she will lift her legs to put across your laps.
Sure.
If Frank's got out, I'll get in and drive.
Okay.
I imagine Frank's left the keys in the ignition. He's angrily stomping up the road towards
Probably.
the site.
Jules is probably
we-
still in the bed, but she's got that like little like sliding window like open, like with her head in there, just like talking. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Dr. Isaacs?
Oh, I'm inside. I have the book. It can't get wet. I have to
Okay,
be
so you're in
inside.
the middle. You're between Peter and Hank. All right. So you have effectively pulled the vehicle off to the side of the road. You have to maneuver back out of the muck.
Yeah.
But being as this is the third time you've done this, you have pre-existing assistance for it. It's not bad. It hasn't sat in there overnight. It hasn't like sunk in. You're able to back up onto the road and make your way towards the construction site. Do you turn on your headlights?
Yes.
Did you
I
say
hope so,
yes?
because I'm walking in the dark otherwise.
Did you say yes?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Doo-doo,
Oh,
doo-doo.
I think that was a Frank. Yeah, we are turning on the headlamps.
You hear a very muffled and extremely irritated
Asshole.
as you track off from the. Anyway,
Where can we find a phone, guys?
In the office.
One of the houses there was a phone, wasn't there?
it was the office.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Um, You make your way down the road. You turn on the headlights as you head towards this construction area. You still see the same truck in the parking lot on the far side.
Sucks to be him.
Are we miles away? Are we
You were
miles
a
past
single
Frank?
mile away, so the headlights
All right, so
approaching the
Frank's not that bad away.
No. So you were a single mile away. He's got probably a 10-minute walk, if that, as a canine. Power walking vastly out trumps human power walking. Exactly, V.
And he's rage walking as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Old man rage walking.
if he kept the speed limit, you think he might be keeping pace with the truck. That being said, you do know that your headlights are going to be visible from the construction area.
As we get to the construction area, I'll switch them off, and I will use my eyes of the beast.
Okay, so what I meant is the construction area itself can see the road openly for the part that you're driving on.
Oh, right, okay. In that case, I won't put the headlamps on, but I will use eyes of the beast to allow me to see in the dark, so I don't hit a Frank.
Okay. Frank, you hear the vehicle rev back up, get on the road, and your eyes have adjusted enough that you can see most immediately around you, like a 10 to 15-foot area, what humans have usually.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't see far into the distance. It passes you cautiously, moving around your side and giving you plenty of space before continuing on down the road towards the construction site.
Okay.
The rest of you pull up into the construction site about a minute or two later. Do you park it in the parking lot, or do you find somewhere else?
I'm going to get it as near to the office as I can.
Okay. So you pull off to the side. It's a well-worn path, gravel sprinkled over it, and it crunches underneath the tires as you pull in to park in a nearby space to the other vehicle. Wits awareness from those of you in the truck.
Two successes.
Figure single success.
3 successes.
2, choose 3.
I'm just so
I
happy
no
that
longer see everything.
Dr. Isaacs. Okay.
I'm really happy that Jules is aware.
Hank and Jules, the two of you notice that the flashlight has come out of one of the buildings and is starting to head towards the office.
Jules, you make the call.
Okay.
Hank, Doc, you stay with the girl. Pete, why don't you and I go and sort this guy out?
All right.
I hate to be that person, but I really am starting to get hungry.
Okay. Do you want to come with me? You too.
Package.
Go on, you two go. I'll look after the girl.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go make the call. Leave some for me because I'm a little thirsty as well. Or we can grab a bite on our way out.
I will do my best not to do what the rest of you have done.
Peter, as you go to get out of the truck, you catch the look on Anne's face, and she's looking between all of you a little bit concerned and kind of surprised. And she says quite bluntly, as you drop her on the seat, "How new are you?" And close the door on her.
How rude.
Jules, before
That's the
she
question
jumps,
for Hank.
Jules, before she jumps out of the bed of the truck, will stick her head in. Well, how new are you?
Couple years at this point.
Oh,
around 10.
So basically, you're a 10-year-old.
Apparently, I'm older than the rest of you. Or did you?
So
She wasn't sure if you meant that as an insult. She took it as one.
she shrugs, and then she'll pull her head out the window and then close it. All right, gonna go make a call. Then she'll jump on the side and go into the office to make the call.
All right.
I don't know if you want to do that particular call or not.
Yes.
Okay.
How about we'll do the call and call it there for this evening, as we're getting close to time.
Gotcha.
Jules, you make your way to the front of the offices and the door is locked.
Is there a window anywhere?
There's a window available, yes. It's like a single window on the front. There are windows on the back as well.
She'll take off her jacket and then is there like a window where she could just open it? Or she'll try a window and see if it's open before she breaks it.
Okay. You can try the window closest to you and it does open. It just slides right up.
She'll climb through.
Okay. Inside, you're met with a very similar situation to what Peter saw originally. However, you notice that what he had seen in disarray is now very neatly rolled plans, wrapped in rubber bands, put aside, stacks of letter-sized paper with prints and handwriting on them, neatly stacked and sorted all around the room. It looks as though when they noticed things going on in the area, they came back and made an effort to actually keep track of things a bit better.
She'll look around at all of that. Absentmindedly take out a cigarette and put it in her mouth. And then, kind of fumble with her lighter and light up. And then get the piece of paper with the phone number on it and look for the phone.
It takes you a few minutes to find the phone, but it's in the back office of what you imagine is probably the project lead or the overseer of the construction site.
Does he have a very comfortable chair? I'm pretty.
Absolutely.
She'll sit in the chair, dial the number, and then when it starts to ring, she'll lean back in the chair and prop her feet up. Because I'm sure her feet are still muddy, so all that mud's gonna get on the desk.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. You muddy up the nice mat that usually has signatures and papers across it. In fact, with the way you got the cord pulled for the phone, it's knocked over the nameplate and everything and caused the pins inside the organizer to spill out across the desk. The phone rings 2, 3 times, and a gruff voice answers the other side. Smoky's Good Meats, we got the best stuff in New Orleans. What do you want?
Hi, Smokey. It's Jules.
Sweetie!
Hi.
Share. You still got those cigarettes?
I do.
Good. What do you need?
To be picked up.
No way, already.
Yeah. We found
Badass.
One more time?
Badass.
Huh, thank you. That we are. The...
How'd it go?
It was pretty good. How to say this properly? What can I say on the phone, and what can I say on the phone?
You asking him?
Yeah, she gotta.
Okay, look. Smoky's Cured Meats. I need to know how big of a delivery you're looking to get.
Us and a cow.
Okay.
Yeah. Kicking,
Got it.
but docile.
Concerning. A little bit of a bummer.
A 10-year-old cow.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to sit with you later. We'll shout this a bit better on the whole telephone aspect. This is a good spot though.
Gotcha.
I'll be along tomorrow night.
Okay.
How messy? You want? Is there a lot of sauce? A little bit of sauce?
She thinks a moment.
How quality is the meat? Is it really fuzzy?
Oh
Is
yeah,
there a
it's
lot of fuzz?
sure a lot of fuzz. Not tenderized at all yet. Could be though.
Jules, you specifically pick up on the overemphasis of fuzz, and you imagine he means, is there a large, like, police issue going on right now? Is there a lot of police?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of a fuzz, a little bit of a fuzzy problem with some
I don't
big
know if we can.
pigs.
We deal with quality products. I'll see what I can do, though.
Okay. Or we can
Let's.
always deliver the meats to you.
No, we'll stick with the original deal that your employer had with me. I'll pick you up where I dropped off your last employee.
No can do. That's where a lot of the pigs are going in the mud.
Can't really store it there, huh? Okay.
Right, we can't know.
Let's see. How about where I dropped you off for orientation? AKA the construction site.
Yeah. Yeah, we're there now at orientation.
Okay. I'll swing by and see what's happening for orientation tomorrow night.
Okay.
I don't have a time frame, but I'll be there at some point.
Alrighty. Well, see you then.
Bye, Cher.
Bye-bye.
And he hangs up the phone.
Jules will hang up the phone and take a couple of drags on the cigarette. And then leave the chair pulled out and everything, and then go to see where the others are.
We will pick back up next time with Frank arriving at the construction site to see the potential mayhem unfolding with our other friends, Peter and Dr. Isaacs.